I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be, what's good? It's your number one chief rocker in Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by Knicks Universe rising star Tory B. Tory B, what's good?
What's good, Unc?
Hey, I'm chilling. How about you?
I am at work trying to stay awake.
Trying to save the world.
That too.
Trying to save the world one coffee at a time.
That's it.
Yo, I've been trying to get here since like 11 o'clock, and my voice has been doing something strange. I don't know what it is. But
Time to take a break, man.
yeah, it's time for me to
Take a break. Got to get your body right.
Yeah. A little something. Did you get the opportunity to watch the game today?
I watched most of it.
Okay.
Most of it. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I watched most of it.
I am impressed.
They were playing really good defense. That's what I was impressed with.
Yeah.
Play some really good defense. It's like 5 wins in a row, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the final score was. Did they hold them under 100 points?
It seems like it. And see, towards the end, I wasn't paying attention. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no.
Towards the end, when it was decided already.
I was tired. I was watching, and then it was my break, and I was asleep.
Yeah.
I was asleep. And I woke up, and it was Mike Brown press conference. So I'm assuming I knew we won.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that. So I don't even know what the score was, but I thought they held them under 100 points. There was a point. I know they was blowing them out. I know that. So I was up for that.
Right. Yeah, it's like they flipped the switch, and then that was it.
They seem to be getting their selves together. Like they hit they bump in a row, and I feel like they are, they
Mike
fighting
Brown
back
told
now.
us that too.
What he told us?
Mike Brown's like, yo, during every season, you're gonna have a stretch where you just can't get right. Every team go through it. He did say, I'll give him his credit.
I feel like I still think that cut run took a lot out of this team.
Right.
It took a lot out of them. Nobody plays playoff basketball and then goes to play. When you finish in the playoffs, that's it for the season. You're done. So to stick playoff intensity basketball in the middle of the season with no break, right back to regular scheduled programming, it was a lot. I think it took a lot out of them.
A lot. Take a lot out of them. Yeah, for sure. It seemed like they ate a power pellet.
Yeah, I think they got a little reset, and I think the all the trade rumors, once they started to spread from Cat to the rest of the team, everybody found they act right.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Whoa, it ain't just Cat."
Like, wait, not just this guy. Oh no, we better stop playing. So
Right. Well, you know what? Better late than never, I guess.
Right. I mean, I'm still not happy with the amount of shots Cat is getting a game, right?
Right.
But they're back. The formula is working. They're back to winning. So,
Right.
and I feel like this start. I'm because that's a lot. Because I felt like they was freezing them out in the Toronto game. Today's game, I don't know if I really felt like they was freezing him out. I just don't feel like he's getting enough touches. But Jalen Brunson actually acknowledged that
Yeah.
because when I woke up, press conference was on. It was interviewing people. And he acknowledged that they have to, get him more touches during the
Yeah.
game. So it's not like it's something that they don't know. They, of course, praising him for his rebounding and his defense and his actual defense. How about that?
Yeah.
He didn't pick up any fouls. Did he have a foul? Maybe he had one foul today.
I don't think he had
I
one.
think he. I think he had. I think he had one. I know he didn't have any in the
Yeah, he
Toronto
had
game.
one. Yeah, he had one.
I think he had one foul. Today, and
That man
they were
had
praising him.
14 points and 20 rebounds.
I didn't even know he had 14 points. I think he had 10.
Yeah,
So
it seemed like
all
it,
right.
right? Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
although he about 6 to 8 points shy of what I would expect him to have in a game, but the ball was moving around. OG had a good game again. I seen he found that 3-point shot once they said they was going to trade him.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
Again,
you
all
can't
of a sudden
miss.
he could hit threes again. You
Yeah.
know, and he was aggressive today, which is you don't see that often from him. He take his little shots here, but he was aggressive. Like he was going after it
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
So
Josh Hart took almost as many shots as Jalen Brunson.
yeah, he took a lot of. I mean, yeah, we had 20 points,
He
and
had
that's a
20.
lot
He
for
had 20.
Jalen.
Yeah.
It's a lot for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually have that many points in a game, but
For Josh.
right. But if he's scoring, teams have to guard him.
Yeah.
So it's a double edged sword with Josh. You need him to score because if he doesn't score, that's a man that's going to slack off of him and go guard somebody else.
Go
Like it
guard
makes it
somebody else.
easier to double team Cap or Cat or whoever else. So
For sure. For sure.
it's a good thing when he putting the ball in the hole.
For sure.
And they was moving today, like that ball. They was running. They was getting up the court.
They was out there like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, I was like,
You know what I'm
woo.
saying?
That's another reason why Cat ain't get too many touches because the ball was in the hole before anybody even got up the court. It was only two of them up there.
Yeah.
So they running. It was OG and Josh was ahead of the crowd every time.
Yeah. 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 I gotta ask you. I
Mhm.
probably should have asked you in a different place, but I'm gonna ask you right here.
No,
How was
no.
the vacation?
Oh, it was great. I had a good time. I had a good time. There was a point when I just wanted to come home, but I had a good time. That's just me. You want to get in your own shower, sleep in your own bed. Like, you get to that point where it's like, all right, I don't want to wear shower shoes no more. Like, but I
Right.
had a great time.
Um, did you have any um um movie moments is what I call them. Like, did you have any moments where you felt like this is too good to be true? Or
Nah,
how many did you have?
nah, nah. No, I've been to most of those places before, so it's not. It wasn't nothing like that. No, no.
Okay.
Just good times with good people. You get to hang out with your friends and that you don't get to see often. You
Right.
know, you, you've had one cupcake or cookie too many. You've enjoyed one libation too many. On
Right.
too many nights. You had a good time.
Had a good time.
Yeah, good time with good people.
All right. So first of all, I'm mad as hell that I didn't get a chance to do it because I was in my living room, you know what I'm saying, doing my 75 Drew Hills every day, learning I'm learning a new dance. Chat, it's more than one way to get your cardio in. So I'm getting my cardio in. I'm learning to do this dance called the Dougie. I'm trying to learn how to do that. That's one of my cardio things. So, and that sounds silly until you realize that you're talking to a person in their mid 50s who don't do stuff like that. And then you like, okay, he trying to get cardio in any way he can since it's snow outside on the ground, right? But in my mind, this is what I picture the vacation was like. I'm not going to give away all the details, but this is what I imagine Tory B's vacation was like. Some guy walks in with a big gold necklace and a hat, and he points to the band, and they up on the balcony, and they start playing, and Tory B is in the bed, kind of like, what's that one? Coming to America? Is that the movie?
No.
Coming to America? Is that what it is? When my man got the band playing and the prince is in the bed?
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah,
I think that was Coming to America.
Yeah, that's what I imagine every day was like, waking up, like you leaving the city, all you hear is horns and ambulance and sirens and everything, and then you get to the vacation and everything is like peace and harmony, right? That's what I imagine. Like the mornings is like, I imagine somebody bringing you breakfast, some stuff that we probably can't even pronounce, probably some kind of mix of orange juice and champagne, some kind of drink or whatever, and like some breakfast stuff, some fruit that we can't buy in New York, like some kind of dragon fruit or whatever, whatever it is you can't get in New York. And every day is that kind of theme.
You made my vacation sound a whole lot better than it was. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yo, I not because what I imagine, because one day I think I caught you like one day out the blue, right? I think I caught you one day out the blue, and it sounded like, yo, y'all ever saw that SWV video where them ladies was like they was riding a horse on the beach or something? That's what I thought was going on with Tory B. Like
I was in Panama. I was in the cab. That's right. I was like, yeah, I'm going. And he was like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Right. That's what I think. Fritz said mimosas and blue water. Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. That was the whole vacation.
Pretty much. That's what I thought the vacation
was like. And don't forget a good cigar. That was the whole vacation.
Well, what is anything without a good cigar?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Life ain't right without it.
Even when we win the chip this summer, like with me, I don't smoke just anything, right? Like I like quality cigar. Like I don't like like I'm not Felix Unger. I'm not just gonna go smoke the first cigar I see. I can't do that.
Right? You're not smoking Dutch Masters out the store. You're not smoking Phillies.
I'm not smoking White House.
That's right.
No. I got to have something that's strong but smooth at the same time. Something that I could probably smoke with a beverage. Something like some type of 5 or 6-year-old port in a green bottle. You know what I'm saying? Something that I know is a quality brand. It don't have to be expensive. It just got to be quality.
We went to Barcelona. Me and my friends went to Barcelona. We took a cruise out of Barcelona and we stopped in Florence. Went to this wine shop. And I brought back the best port I think I've ever had ever. And it was probably like $12 a bottle. Right. Something like that. Right. Maybe it was $20. Who knows? It was cheap. It wasn't expensive. And it was probably some of the best port I've ever had ever. And I still have one bottle left and I refuse to open it because I can't find it anywhere. The lady gave me her card so I could call a shop and I could get them to deliver it. But I'm just thinking about how much it's going to cost me to get a case of wine from Florence to my house.
The
Well,
shipping is going to cost more than
right.
the product, right?
Exactly. I was
I
like,
know.
oh God,
Soon as
I
you
got,
said that, I knew
I'm like,
exactly what you were saying.
so every day I look at that bottle of wine and I'm like, don't you dare open it. Don't you
Yeah.
dare.
And the thing about a port, everybody, so it's a little bit more viscous than regular wine. So if you smoking a cigar with it, it's just like this combination of the port itself along with the cigar that just that right there is real life right there. Right? That right there is true real life. Like if you get the perfect port, and it don't have to be expensive. I remember one time I bought a port, it was $84, right? I bought it out of Columbia, South Carolina. It was $84. And I was like, damn, bro, $84. I mean, it might have been like 79 something, but when I swiped the card, it was like $84. Whatever the price is, it was $84 after whatever. I took it to the Christmas party, and that port went so fast, it was like everybody was pouring. I was like, you know what I'm saying? The bottle went so fast. And my boss told me, he was like, hey kid, let me highlight you real quick. He put me to the side. He was like, yo, for one, I already know what you make. Don't you never spend that much money bringing something to like a thing, and you probably gonna get like one thing unless you know. And then second, he was like, the trick to it is taste enough of them where you know what you like, and then find a bargain in that lane that you like. Like for me, I like
Right.
ports that are a little sweet, but not sweet that I drink by myself. Just a
Right.
little sweet because I like to smoke cigars, right? So when I smoke Tori B, you smoke cigars?
I do.
Right. So you know what I mean about when you smoke a cigar and you drinking something with it, the combination of both is like
Mhm.
changing everything. Fritz, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's up, Latoya?
Hey, Fritz, what's up?
I'm doing all right.
Fritz, I gotta put you on something, bro. I
Hey,
don't
what's
know
up?
if I don't know if you ever heard of this R&B chick named Her, but you need to stop what you need to stop what you're doing and buy everything she ever made, bro. Right now, bro.
Right now.
Right now, yep. Scan it. Hey, swipe the card, bro. Fritz like Tori B, he laughing like you heard him. Fritz, bro. Hey, Fritz, don't be the last one. Don't be the last one, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to steal
Yo.
your thunder, yo. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, yeah. Hey, man. So Fritz, how you like what you seeing from the Knicks, bro?
What you know what I mean? They looks like they try to, you know what I mean? They try to forget the whole last month.
I think we all trying to forget that whole last
Yeah,
month. It was
Like
irritating my spirit.
they
Yo.
go
yeah,
they like they went back to their ex to try to, you know what I mean? Try to forget all that.
Yeah.
To try to forget all that bad.
yeah, yeah. I am for the past few days, all the people that have been bashing me with the Giannis Antetokounmpo talk over the past few days, everybody is slowly backing up away from it. They've been saying Giannis for like 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
and now that it's come time to talk Giannis, now they kind of like backstroking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? They were talking, hey, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Right. And then you threw
Now
OG name out there and they like, whoa.
Oh, hey, easy,
Wait a minute.
easy.
OG and Deuce? Now we can't do that. I'm like, hold up. Yeah. Y'all just said anything goes. Like, what
Right,
happened?
right,
No. It's too much.
right.
I told y'all. What did y'all think it was gonna take? Like, what's
What
wrong
did
with
they
y'all?
think? What did they think?
Like Giannis is a once a generational talent. What did you think was they were gonna ask for in exchange for him? You ain't going to get, I don't know, some washed up, half decent dude. You're going to get a top 3, 4 player in the entire league. You thought he was going to get him with just cat? It's not
Yeah,
happening.
Nah.
you know what I mean? It's like people like sometimes they talk about diamonds. They're like, hey, I got me a 1 carat, and it's like, and then you ask for something like it's perfect. Man,
Right.
if it's perfect, if it's perfect, it's gonna cost you a grip.
Right. Right. Hey, Fritz, that's a great point, bro. And that's a great analogy too, by the way. Man, that just made me smarter just hearing that because I my homeboy and I worked at the same place. And my homeboy got a diamond studded. Well, now mind you, we were on regular people's salary, right? This is not like he ain't hit the number, he wasn't doing no side thing or whatever. And so he bought a diamond studded watch, and it was diamonds in there. And he took his watch to the store, and the dude, he was like, and he wanted to get it appraised. I was in there looking like for a watch, just whatever. Y'all remember that brand Fossil? Remember when Fossil watches was a thing?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so I wanted to get me a Fossil watch real bad. This is like 2001, 2002, right? And I was like, yo, it's tax time. I can let them have all the tax money. I could just take this little check, the check that I got here, and I can and I can get me a Fossil watch. That'd be the gift for myself. Pardon that. And so I go in, the man tell me how much the Fossil watch costs. And I look in my one pocket, and then I look in the other pocket, and I'm like, I ain't got it. That man told me, he's like, nah, man, we run the sale, man. You know, we can get you this base level Fossil watch. It'll be $1,400. I was like, $1,400? I thought I could get one for like $600, right? Me being naive, right? My man flossing, he was like, yo, while I'm here, can you appraise this watch for me? He's like, we don't do the appraising here. You know what I'm saying? You know, what it is, you know, we take it, tag it, give you the receipt. We send it off to a guy, a place, a shop. He put it under such and such, and then he appraised it. He's like, nah, man, just look at it. Tell me what you think. He's like, sir, and we have to take it and send it to a guy. We have an expert. He's like, nah, look at it, man. Look how it's shining in the light. And so Flynn took that watch off and showed my guy the watch. And he was like, you could probably get about $1,100 for that watch. And my man's heart sank. Like, what? All these diamonds in this watch? How you gonna tell me these diamonds ain't real? He's like, yeah, they real, bro. They
just cloudy as hell.
Yeah, they just low quality. Yeah. But us being from the street, we don't know nothing about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Said those ain't Rolex diamonds. What the hell you done to
that? He told my man, like, he said, my man spent like, I think he spent like $1,500 on a watch, and my man said that he could probably get 11 for it. Right. And so he like, what the fuck? He in there cussing, and the man, sir, this is a He like, man, I just went down to such a, and he laughed. He was like, hey, man, you gotta watch how you know what I'm saying? You can't just, you gotta know what you're spending money on.
Right.
And from then on, Fritz, it's been eyes up for me. For everything. For everything. It's been eyes up. That's why even with the Giannis, with the Giannis conversation, like, y'all understand my stance. I would rather draft right every year, draft guys with high potential, backfill the end of the roster, have guys work their way up, and only acquire free agents if there is a significant issue that happens with the roster. Like, say somebody demands a trade, like say OG wants to go back to Toronto, and you got to find a spot because the guys on your roster ain't ready. then I can see like, okay, let's see if we could trade for Trey Murphy since OG is trying to get out of here. But only under that circumstances is what I was looking for, like doing a trade or whatever. But the people that I've been talking to for years, or that's been talking to me for years about the Giannis thing, all of a sudden they like, hey, Uncle Freezy, you telling me that Milwaukee won't take Cat, Yabusele, and Dadier for Giannis?
Right. Like, no.
No,
They're
sir.
not. No. No, they're not.
They is not taking that. No. They ain't taking that. No, they ain't taking that mess. Y'all thought Milwaukee was gonna take Cat and Kolek and Huck Porty for Giannis. No. Get out of here. Frizz, what you been hearing? You been hearing anything or not hearing, but do you have a sense that the Knicks are going to do anything?
I don't have a sense. I think Leon. I think Leon's smart. Like Leon, he's he come from a tough business. So I think, yeah, I think he has a price, and he ain't gonna go over that price.
Yeah, I got a question, right? Maybe not so much a question, but when the Knicks traded for Cat, right? Did we hear about it or it just happened?
It just happened.
When he went and got OG, did we hear about it or did it just happen?
That one was a shock.
Right. So I just feel like it's so loud now. It can't be coming from the Knicks camp. Like, we don't move like this. Leon don't move. No, Leon don't move like that.
Right.
Like, you'll never hear nothing. All of a sudden, there's new people here.
Mm-hmm.
But this is so loud. Like, I just feel like it's not coming from us. Like, I don't feel like, I don't feel like this is something that was even in the works. Like, this ain't, we don't leak stuff like this. You don't hear nothing about nothing they doing.
No. But one thing about both those trades, they were unanswered questions at the time. Like
even with McCall, right?
Contracts. They were all around contracts.
Right.
Like Julius Randle contract was a big question, and that was unresolved.
Right.
They made a trade, they fixed it. Then it came to Emmanuel quickly. His was unresolved, and we were like, what are we gonna do it quickly? We gonna let him go? Or that was unresolved. And the trade solved that.
Okay.
This one, the only question right now is Mitch. And everybody who puts out these so-called cat trade never put Mitch in the trade. But
right. Like y'all think he off the table? The only person in that entire building that's off the table is Jalen Brunson. The rest of them dudes,
even that,
I think they get rid of everybody.
Right.
I'm starting to question if Jalen's off the table.
Nah, I don't think they would ever trade Jalen Brunson. I don't think they would ever do it.
I don't know, because you know what? Somebody, was it you, Freezy? No, it was somebody else yesterday, and then I went just ran through logically, and I could see them doing it. Like, if it's not going to cost you much more than Jalen Brunson, we're not throwing in Jalen Brunson. Like,
right.
Jalen Brunson was the big thing that was in there. I wouldn't push it past them.
Like, I honestly think it's not happening, because if it was going to happen, I think it would have happened over the summer. Like, they had exclusive talks all by themselves with no other teams.
Yeah.
Just the Knicks in Milwaukee. And they couldn't get it done because I guess Milwaukee's asking price was too high. What's going to change now? What changed?
Right.
If their asking price was too high in August, it's going to be too high now.
Right.
It's going to take Giannis doing something. Or it's going to take Giannis. I don't have to say that. He doesn't have to say, I'm going to New York. But he has to eliminate some names. He would have to say, hey, I'm not going to Miami.
Right.
or he would have to say, "Hey, I'm not going," or
I thought
"I'll
he
go to
said he
Miami,"
wasn't
but
going there because he don't like Pat Riley.
yeah, it would take he has to do something. It's
Right.
not
I,
on the
I
Knicks
just I,
to do
I mean,
everything.
unless they go and lessen the value. I mean, listen, what they got Luca for Anthony Davis and some now laters. Like maybe
Basically.
we could do the same. Maybe we could do the same thing. You
Right.
know, I'm telling you, like, if it was one for one, I gotta do it. But I'm not willing to gut this team. It doesn't make sense. It's silly. It- I'm not
It
going down this. I'm not going down this path again. I said it yesterday. I don't have to keep saying it. I'm not for this trade because I know what it's going to take, and I'm just not
Yeah.
willing to get rid of the entire team for one guy.
Yeah. And
mm,
people are entirely so emotional. Like, Cat had a bad month. He hasn't had the best year, but like people are like willing to just throw him in there. Just throw him in. I'm like, dude, like 20, somebody would give you like 25 and 13. You just throw him in the trade. That shit's
that's weird.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Just the way people just get sick of players or sick of like that doesn't even make sense to me.
right, right. Um, I don't see. I so here's the thing. I don't see, for one, I don't see Giannis being tired of being in a small market, being open to going to another small market that will have a struggle winning a championship and having um, salary cap restraints. Revs, what's good, bro? I can't imagine that being the answer,
Yeah.
right? The other thing that I can't imagine is the Knicks being uh, so caught up on the big fish. Hey, Ribs, you got an echo, bro. You got headphones on? Oh yeah, YouTube on.
Okay.
I don't see the Knicks being um, that strung out on the big fish, where they'll be willing to say screw it all in order to do a trade that will only leave them in a situation where they'll have to do two other additional trades just to get back to a place where they're at right now.
Right. You can hear
Like
me
that.
now?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Okay.
Also, one thing that usually when people make a big move like that, they're usually trying to partner with someone. I don't see him like going out of his way to partner with Jalen Brunson.
No.
And if they say he wanted to come to New York and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring me and Anthony Edwards are gonna team up in New York," makes sense to me. But if you just got in that Dame situation, you just got out of a Dame situation you didn't like, and then you say, "Oh, I'm gonna go over Jalen Brunson." It's like you asking for the same thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's.
I
I
just
had,
think
but here's one thing I want to throw my thought out about also. So I think the Knicks feel like they're in a spot where they can start turning down stars now because they are no longer the laughing stock. Now they are the ones telling the jokes, right? Like they're in control of their own destiny.
you got an echo.
I have an echo. No, that's
Yes.
ribs. That's ribs echo.
Somebody. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because now I hear it. Riz, mute your mic when and unless you talking.
Yeah. I don't yeah, I don't know if it's yeah. I think the Knicks are in a fortunate, very fortunate place.
Hey, we actually can say no and
Right,
still be fine. Like,
right,
no, we don't need to do that. And
right.
I think these last 5 games is letting this fan base see that. Cause everybody was in panic mode, including me. Yo,
Oh,
buddy,
you know, yeah.
buddy,
I'm in my
everybody was
perpetual.
in everybody was in and Mike Brown still on the hot seat with me. I still want to fight him. And his stupid Chuck Taylors that he wearing all the time. Stupid sneakers.
Yeah, Mike Brown.
But I still want to fight him.
I got a question.
Hmm.
You ain't even gonna say what's up?
I did. I said, "What up? What are you talking about?" I
Okay,
did
yeah,
say, "What
hey,
up?"
yeah,
You
what up, what
forgot?
up, what up, what up?
All right. So let me ask you
Unc
a
said,
question.
watch your mouth, yo. Wipe your feet. Yo, what's wrong?
So
Got it.
listen. So the um the cat situation, right? To be honest, in my opinion, we not this dead trade deadline. We not cat is not going nowhere. In my opinion, I don't think the front office is gonna do something that drastic and don't know what's gonna happen in the off season. What I
Okay,
think is gonna happen is if we get, like something bad happen, then that's when I think we're gonna have to make a move because
The off season.
exactly. But I
Okay.
don't think this right now. We only thing I think we're gonna do is probably trade. We're gonna probably trade like not press. I said precious. Yabu and stuff like that. Probably like two players and things like that. No, like no main pieces and things like that.
Right. Right, right.
That's all I had to say.
I don't understand what
Yeah.
you mean.
All right. So long story short, everybody talk about this Giannis situation, right? I don't think. I think Giannis is gonna not play the rest of the season, in my opinion, and he gonna wait it out until the off season, and then everybody gonna put their bids in for him like they doing right now, and whoever gets the best offer is gonna get the best offer. He already said he stated he wanna come to the Knicks, but we don't know that. We have the assets, but we don't have the assets basically because he never basically said, "I want to come to the Knicks, trade me right now."
Okay,
So we have Cat, in my opinion, because they salaries is Cat makes more than him. So in the off season, if we don't do what we have to do, in my opinion, I think we're gonna have to do it,
So
and
you don't think
that's gonna be the big star that everyone's been claiming for.
so you don't think that you think Milwaukee will hold out, period. Like Giannis won't go anywhere at all this season. If we say
Yes,
no, everybody
yes,
gonna say no.
yes.
I no, I think he gonna move. I just don't think he moving to us.
I'm telling
He
you,
gonna move though. I didn't even know he was
we'll
hurt
see.
again. I mean,
No,
listen, if he
he's
hold out to
faking
the
it.
end of the if he holds out to the end of the season, that's fine with me. I think this team deserves the opportunity to play it out this season. I don't think they should be making moves now. Little tiny ones, yeah, if they want to get rid of Yabu or Clarkson or something to try to upgrade those two guys, because what they doing ain't fitting in. What they, those guys are not fitting in my Brown system. All right, whatever. But the core guys shouldn't be going anywhere. These guys, they should be playing. They should be able to play out the season.
Okay.
That's the way I feel anyway. I mean,
I agree.
I think they earned the right to try to play this season. This group of guys earned the right to play the season out.
But
I,
in the off, oh god,
Whatever
I'm in,
happens in the off season is the off season. Like I just I don't want to see no major moves right now. I don't think I think they deserve the opportunity to play it out.
I'm in the
We've
opposite
seen.
camp though. In
You
terms
said
of,
you scared.
no, me, no,
Is that what
no.
you said?
No, no, no. What I'm saying is what I think is going to happen is there are two shells, right? There is the pre-trade deadline beneficiaries, right? The teams that benefit from Giannis getting traded in the 25-26 trade year, basketball year. And then there are teams that'll benefit from trading for Giannis in the 26-27 trade year, right? We know in terms of what the Knicks want to do, in my opinion, I think it benefits them to make the trade this basketball season and not next basketball season, even though they'll have another first round pick that they can offer next basketball season, right? But the Knicks have something that's better than draft picks. They have proven stars that they can move for Giannis, right? Like draft picks make sense because it's a lottery ticket, right? But the same pick that can get you Patrick Ewing can also get you Kevin Knox, right? So it's like when you think about draft picks, it's not guaranteed that you're going to draft. Look at the Brooklyn Nets. Remember the Brooklyn Nets had 5 first-round picks in this draft? And when you saw their roster, do you see a young Kobe Bryant on that roster? No, because draft picks is only the potential to be something great and not the guarantee to be something great, right? What the Knicks can offer in Cat, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, and Mikal Bridges is guys that are already playing NBA basketball at a high level. And so while Milwaukee may not want them right now, they can offer those guys up in separate deals to get Milwaukee those draft picks because they can make a promise to their fans like, hey, we drafted Giannis one time. We'll take all these draft picks and see if we can find not another Giannis, but another player that y'all can fall in love with. Because it's just like at the end of the road, it's just like, you know how like, you go to school, first day of school and whatever, and it seems like you're going to be in school forever. And then there comes a time where you throw your hat in the air and the end school is over with. And it's because it's the end of the road for that journey. It just happens with a lot of stuff. Like with me, I retired from a job, right? Or something like that. Like you do something for so long and then at the end of it, you just part ways. It ain't nothing crazy. It's just the end of the road, right? And so that's what it is with Giannis and Milwaukee. Ain't no hate, but Milwaukee and Giannis would like to preempt that before it turns into a weird relationship where you stayed in a relationship too long and now somebody's sleeping on the couch and now somebody done drunk somebody's soda and now you're arguing over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think Milwaukee and Giannis are doing right now. It's the reason why Giannis can't make a trade demand because he don't want to ruin a great relationship. He just want to leave, right? And so if you're the Knicks, you want to do this before the trade deadline. If you're Giannis, you want to do this before the trade deadline. If you're Milwaukee, you don't care if you want to do it before or after. You just want to get the most assets for this one asset that you have. Now, the Knicks want to do it before because, again, they have the proven talent, but you don't want to make it to the summertime where all these teams have accumulated even more assets like cap space and draft picks, right? If you make it to the summer, now weird teams are getting involved, like the Denver Nuggets. You like the Denver Nuggets, what are they going to do with Giannis, right? Now all these weird teams from out of nowhere come around, like contracts drop off the books, and now you're like hey, the Washington Wizards said they want Giannis, right? The Knicks want to do the trade before that happens. So, in my opinion, I think Giannis's camp and the Knicks are working together to see what they can do in order to make this trade work to satisfy Milwaukee. Because ultimately, in the pecking order of entities that will need to be satisfied is Milwaukee first, Giannis second, and then the team that Giannis goes to is third.
Yeah, it's crazy because I seen on this place called Legion, whatever, where it said Cat and OG for Giannis and Kuzma. I'm like, what the hell? Like, yo,
You think Milwaukee will take that?
I don't know. As far as the picks is because I think OG worth for at least 2 picks. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I say keep it all together, Tory B.
You know how I feel about that.
I say keep it all together. My only fear is that somebody sneaky is going to trade for Giannis. Somebody like Boston is going to pull off something weird. My fear is that somebody like Boston is going to end up with Giannis somehow, and it's going to sound crazy until you see the trade details.
Yeah. I'm more for keeping it together. I don't if there was a way that Giannis made sure that it was a bargain, sure. But if it's not a bargain, no, I don't want it. I think we should just be invested more in Cat.
That makes the most sense to me.
Like get him someone who can, besides Mitch, who could protect the rim.
So you basically saying trade Mitch?
And if you want Mitch for 1 year, if you want 1 year Mitch or 4 years of something else, I'd rather have 4 years of something else.
No, you've been yo since I've met yo. That's crazy because since the day I've like subscribed, it's like just Mitch. You wanted him going since day one, like just since day one. Mitch gotta go.
No,
And
not Mitch gotta
it's sad.
go.
Like no,
It's one of
that
those unresolved. It's one of those unresolved issues. I'll tell you how you're putting your back against the wall. You're saying whatever happens this year, you're okay with Mitch not returning.
But what if he do return?
They could have signed him.
It's a
They could have signed him
possibility.
They could have signed him to an extension already.
They
It
did.
hasn't happened.
They did the same thing his last contract, right?
But the numbers were different. Remember, also Mitch had to take a pay cut, and at the same time, remember they weren't sure. They basically told Mitch, we're gonna pay. You're a bench player, and we're not even sure if you're a starter." And that's why he got the money that he got.
So you don't think he's
Right.
accepted that role?
He has fully, and
Like
that's what the Knicks
what
want
the
him to do.
exactly?
And
Like
you're right. Fritz has been talking about trading Mitch
I
yo,
about
know.
Tuesday
it's
to the channel
crazy,
too.
man.
So there's a little bias behind what you're saying,
No, but
Fritz. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
it's not because I don't like Mitch. Mitch demand, like right now. If
The
you
demand
put
for him
Mitch
is
on the
really high, right? So if we're gonna use him to trade, then yeah, we could get something really good. But this team, the way it's constructed right now, they can't trade Mitchell Robinson.
I know. Then
They
you could have
need him.
extended
Exactly.
him. You could have extended
Like,
him this past summer.
right, I get it. But we all know Mitch is also injury prone, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the Knicks were saying, let's wait and see how he does this season before we just jump to sign him, and then he gets hurt and he never plays again. So
Okay.
maybe this is just a wait and see thing. It's actually
Okay.
plausible since we all know that he has a bit of an injury issue.
Okay. It's not
So
so
they
simple.
decided to come up with this new plan to structure his game. We're gonna play him X amount of minutes. We're gonna not play him in back-to-back games. We're gonna see how he works out for us in the playoffs. Like they're testing the waters with Mitch. It's okay not to give him an extension when that's what you're doing.
Because if what you're saying, then before the trade deadline, he gonna be going. He gonna be shipped. Because if not, we lost him for no reason.
I know, but if you want to go all in, if you want to go all in this year, if you think you can win it, okay, you can get him. But knowing he gonna walk this summer,
Right, but if you get your championship, right? Let's say it all works out and the Knicks win it. They win it all.
okay,
Right? They've done the thing that they needed to do. Mitchell Robinson served his purpose. They can deal with his contract then. I feel like we jump ahead of ourselves by worrying about whether or not he's going to be here after this season. I don't give a damn.
okay,
Right
but
now, all I care about is the season.
okay, but let me
I
tell
don't
you,
give a damn.
but let me tell you the circumstances this summer. Okay, so Mitch, I don't know, we win a championship or not. We walk into the summer, and Mitch's cap hold is $25 million. You didn't
Okay.
sign him. You didn't
Which is
sign
not.
him. His cap hold is $25 million this summer. So even now you want to get Giannis, and now you can't trade for Giannis because you have a $25 million cap hold on there.
So
You
you
can't
think
even entertain it.
$25
Uh,
million?
no, you can't even entertain it until you renounce Mitch, and now
No,
you
I'm
can't re-sign Mitch unless the only what you can if you renounce Mitch and you ultimately want to sign him later, the max he can get is like 16 million, and he ain't gonna sign for that. So, like, if you're gonna go after Giannis this summer, Mitch ain't gonna be there. You're gonna renounce him
I
because
think
they
those are
ain't enough
things
money.
we could worry about this summer. I'm not worried about them now.
Yeah, but like, if
I
you
don't
know
I
it's
don't
gonna
care.
happen,
But I don't. It's nothing I can do about
I
it.
know. But if you just
exactly
want to
like
witness
yeah.
here,
So
I'm not.
I'm not gonna
You
make up
say this every
scenarios
season.
about it when there's nothing I can do about it till this summer.
I know,
Right now, Mitchell
but
Robert
there's
is
nothing you
playing
can
great
do this
basketball
summer.
for the Knicks. Right. But I'm gonna let the Knicks handle that. Right now, Mitchell Robinson is playing great basketball for us. So whatever they doing, let them keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you
That's just
love
the
this
way I
year,
feel.
no.
Like I feel like we're on a run right now, and we need Mitch to win right now. Whatever happens in the summer happens in the summer. I don't
That's a good position. I mean, that's a legit position.
like. I don't know how to save him. I don't know how to sign him. I don't know if we could sign him. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I know right now he's a Nick, and we need him to win, and he's playing well, and I need it to stay the way it is. Just
Right.
leave it alone.
Right.
Because I can't keep making these scenarios up for what's going to happen in the summer. Because now I done shipped away a player I needed because I might not be able to sign him. Like I don't have time for that. The Knicks need Mitch. They need him. The way this team is currently constructed, they need him to win.
Fritz need Mitch so he could do his blogs every day.
Hey, I'm just letting y'all know the truth. Like,
I mean,
if
it,
Leon
it,
wants him, Leon can sign him right now.
yeah, that just because he's not signed right now doesn't mean Leon doesn't want him.
Exactly. Like yo.
I think the two things, those two things are not They're not synonymous. Just because he's not signed doesn't mean that he doesn't like him. Who doesn't like Mitch Robinson?
I never said it. That's not. Yeah, he doesn't like him.
No, I don't
I
mean
said I
like on
like
a
Mitchell
personal level. I'm
Robinson.
talking about as a basketball player.
I,
I'm talking
I'm,
about as a talent on your team. Who wouldn't want him? You know how many
absolutely.
teams would take Mitch right now? So I don't think the Knicks don't. We're not in a place where the Knicks don't want him.
I don't.
But
I
they
never
also
said
have
that.
to make smart business decisions. So if that means holding out to see what Mitch is looking like this season, it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Mm.
that. Yeah,
That doesn't mean that they don't want him. That doesn't mean that they don't like him. That doesn't mean that they don't want to sign him. They can sit and wait. They can wait.
I, yeah. I never said they didn't like him or I don't like him.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm
I
just
think people just they take it as a certain way, but there's certain. You just have to know what the
4
you have to know
years
your
you've been saying the
options.
same thing, though, bro.
I
Like, come
haven't.
on, bro.
I haven't.
Yeah. I think that was yeah. I think Fritz is definitely a great attorney. Fritz Alcindor, attorney at law. Because on this one, because what he said with the one side, what he said is absolutely accurate. Like on that one side, right? But on the other side, right, too, like, okay, so the Knicks and Mitch could have agreed to a contract extension at that date, right? At the same time, the flip side of that is if the Knicks didn't value Mitch, they could have traded him immediately. And they could have traded him throughout the entire process, but he here. That's the opposite side of that. Right?
I never said about somebody not being valued.
I never said you said that. Tell me when I said you said that.
No, but you said, hey, if they didn't value him, I never said they didn't value him.
Tell me when I said you said that.
No, but you're saying by trading him, you're saying that's saying that you don't value the player. That's not
right.
what I said.
But I never said that you said that.
I know, but you equated someone being traded with not being valued.
I'm saying the words I'm using are coming from me. This is what I'm saying. Right? What I'm saying is that if the Knicks didn't want Mitch to be here, they could have and would have traded him already, because we know that Leon Rose values assets, right? We all know that. Like, we know that he tries his very best to manage assets, sometimes to a fault, right? Sometimes to a fault. Like he holds on to stuff maybe too long, right? The Mitch thing, though, in my opinion, everybody, is I think they have to do what's best for the organization from day to day. I don't think this is a preset decision that's already made. I think the Mitchell Robinson decision is based on what the NBA landscape is going to look like between now and when that buzzer goes off for the trade deadline, right? Because if they get a deal too sweet for them to pass up, I think Mitch is gone. They have to, right? If they get a deal that benefits the Knicks, say after the Giannis deal, they get a Zubats and something from the Clippers offer that they can't turn down.
Of course.
Just in general, right? They have to entertain it. They have to look at it, right? They just have to. Or say after a Giannis deal or whatever deal, and Boston is still looking to offer Simons and a first-round pick for a starting NBA center. You have to look at it, right? But in my mind, in my heart, what I'm saying is I think that both sides want to be together, right? I think both sides want to be together. I think Mitch is willing to take this thing into the summer and still have the Knicks number one on his list, is what I think. Right? And I think the Knicks are willing to take this thing into the summer and still have Mitch be a priority. Right? But if you're the Knicks and you somehow change the roster in a way where a need somewhere else is greater than the surplus that you have with Mitch, I think it's an easy decision for Leon Rose to make. Easy. Right? And if you're Mitch, you got to understand the business by now because you've been in the league too long. You're the longest tenured Knick, and you've seen everybody on this roster come and go except you. So you got to understand how the business works. Right? So on that hand that Fritz was saying about the contract extension, that part is a part we shouldn't ignore, right? But at the same time, in my opinion, right, and I'm not trying to get y'all to be on my side. I think the two sides like each other. And I think they're willing to give each other grace even throughout timelines. But Leon Rose has proven he'll trade Randall, he'll trade Grimes, he'll trade Dante, he'll trade Frank, he'll trade, or not Frank, but he'll trade Kevin Knox, he'll trade Cam Reddish, he don't care. If it means getting closer to a championship, he'll trade and he don't care. Riz, what you think about that? After hearing that, what you thinking now?
It gotta be like we gotta be getting back like Giannis or something like that, and like some good defender that's at the center or something like that. If not, I think Mitch is staying for good. In my opinion.
Hey, Fritz, what's the most Mitch can make this summer?
Oh, you can make any number.
He can make any number, right?
He can make any number.
Okay. What do you think the number is that keep him with the Knicks? The AAV.
That the Knicks are willing to go into the second apron?
No, I'm saying
No. It would take the Knicks having okay with shortening their window. Knicks would have to be okay with shortening their window, or knowing someone's leaving.
I'm asking for a number.
4 years. 4 years, 90.
What? Nah, I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I can't agree with that. I think Mitch.
That's $22.5 million, bro.
Exactly. I don't think he want. I don't. No.
I mean, there are tons of players in the league, right? So much money that they don't deserve. So that's probably what Mitchell Robinson is looking for.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
I don't know if the Knicks are going to be willing to give him that money. But what I'm saying is there are so many people in the league. So many people.
Have y'all seen what Tobias Harris made?
Right, like they make so much money.
But listen, that's his old contract. This new CBA, that's not happening.
No. That won't happen for the Knicks. So you see how Isaiah Hartenstein left? That's probably how we'll end up losing Mitch. Because somebody that has the money is going to throw it right at him. Because that's what the going rate.
I can see that.
That's the going rate for a player of Mitch's caliber.
That's one thing I can see.
Unless the Knicks are willing to go into the second apron, they're going to end up losing him because that's the money he's going to demand.
But as far as a starting center, because no bench center is making that much.
Mitch is an anomaly, though.
I know that,
and
but
there's going to be so many teams that are willing to give him that money.
I know that, so
no matter.
But Mitch is not. Whoever signed him, but whoever signs him ain't gonna play him more than the Knicks playing him. whether he's starting to sit or coming off the bench.
Exactly. So that's what I
It's going
think
to be the same amount of
Knicks
minutes.
What if
has
I,
an advantage.
yo, what if let me ask you this. I'll say this, right? And I know this is a flawed strategy, right? But I think the best offensive player in the league is a $70 million player. Whoever that player is, I don't care what player you pick. Luka, Giannis, Wemby, Jokic, I don't care. Anthony Edwards, SGA, I don't care. Whoever the best offensive player is, I think they deserve top dollar. Right. Now, here is where I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound like I'm that fat dude from Lean On Me, right? I think the best defensive player in the league should make half of what the best offensive player make. Right?
Why?
Right? Because you're not gonna, because I don't think a defensive player is ever gonna get the national acceptance for being a great player, because in this era of posters and marketability and high price sneakers, defenders don't move products. Defenders win championships.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
but then
Right. Defenders. But Tori B, this is how
go
I
ahead,
think.
finish
This is how,
your
remember, this is how
analogy. Go
I
ahead.
feel. Right?
That's why I said let me
I'm not
stop.
saying this
Finish
is
your analogy.
this is not a socially accepted norm. This is how I feel. Right? I think a defender deserves half that. Now, is the NBA ready to pay the top defender in the league half of what the best offensive player in the league makes? No. Right?
Okay.
But at the same time, I will use that theory if I'm the Knicks, right? What I would do is tell Mitch, listen, dog, I'm gonna cut the check. Just go fishing this summer.
Dog.
Right? Yeah, just go fishing, go hunting, whatever it is, go drive your trucks or whatever this summer. Right? And I'm gonna let the Knicks make all the moves that they want to make. And then my last official move is signing Mitchell Robinson to a 4-year deal above market value. Right? Like, Mitch, whatever they offering you, I'm giving you $2 more million on it. Hey, they offered you 4 for 80. I'm gonna offer you 4 for 88. They offered you 4 for 88. I'm offering you 4 for 96. Right? They offered you 4 for 96. I'm offering you 4 for 104. Right? That's just what it is. That's just it. Just know I'm gonna outbid everybody. Right? And then and while we do that, and if Mitch if he just decided to get a change of culture, if he don't answer the phone, if he signed with Portland for 3 for 120 or 2 for 70, then hey man, have a nice life. Right? But what I would do is, I know I'm going over the second apron this summer. I know this. Right? I know I'm going over the second apron. Right? But Mitchell Robinson is who I'm using to go over the second apron as my finishing move. Right? Because I can do that since Mitch has 8 years and 5 years with the same team. Right? So whatever it is that he want to get, whatever it is, I'm not going to make no promises that he's going to be the starting center every day. I'm not going to promise he's going to play 35 minutes a night. I'm not going to promise he can take 4 threes a game. I ain't doing nothing where I'm just like, hey, dog, listen. You are, in theory, supposedly entering your prime years as a star, right? Our issue is you have injury management concerns. And this is a fact. This is like nothing made up. This is no mumbo to humbo stuff. Because if you didn't have injury management, you would be playing every game and not missing back-to-backs. Right? Regardless what the fans say about, Mitch ain't hurt, Mitch ain't this, Mitch ain't that. Mitch doesn't play in back-to-backs. And Mitch, for the most part of this season, was on a minutes restriction. So what I would say to Mitch is, hey, dog, we got you. Just that way, Tory B, that way, this gives me the flexibility to explore all those weird trades that people were talking about. We do those trades, and then Mitch is the finishing move. Fritz, what do you think about that, bro? What do you think about going over the cap to sign Mitch?
You might not have the chance.
Why wouldn't you?
Because of his cap hold. But yeah, if it was that simple and it was an old CBA where you could do stuff like that, then I think that's how they approach it.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So maybe I'm understanding the cap hold wrong. So if you renounce his right, you saying you can't sign him?
You can renounce his right. You can re-sign him, but you can't resign him at any number.
Okay.
It's like you can resign him up to like 40% more, but you can't re-sign him to any number.
Okay. Duly noted.
So like you can go to him and say, hey, I can give you 18-19, but you can't go beyond 18-19.
Yeah, I'm signing because y'all already know I want to do Mitch for 4 years, 120. That's the number I think it is. I think Mitchell Robinson is the best defensive player in the league, period. Right? I don't think when I look around the league, I look at guys and the way that they play defense, your Lou Dort types, your Tumari Kamara types, your Amen Thompson types. I think they play defense based on how the rules are set. I think Mitchell Robinson is a natural defender regardless of how the rules are. I think Mitch is a brick wall and a shadow at the same time, which is impossible, but it is what it is. Right? I think Mitchell Robinson can guard Jason Tatum, and I think he can guard SGA both at the same time. Right? I think Mitch can guard Embiid and Edgecombe in the same game. This is what I think. Right? Now, I know how others are down on Mitch because of other things that are not equated to defense, like free throws. His free throws have nothing to do with this defense. Right? Like Mitch don't dribble, he don't do such and such on offense, don't have nothing to do with defense. Yeah. So Tori, my thing is give that man 4 years, 120. Cut the check. That check is on the table for Mitch anytime he want it, for me. Right? I would just like to try to fill out the roster first.
Because of this cap hold, we can't.
The roster gonna be making.
This is giving me
900 million
anxiety.
Oh, okay. Let me explain how cap hold is.
Yo, me.
The way the cap hold works is, it's kind of like a placeholder. So we know how much we're gonna pay everybody next year. Mm-hmm. If Mitch contract ends this summer, on our balance sheet for next year, it doesn't say zero until it doesn't say zero. They're like, okay, let's put a placeholder. As long as you have his full rights, we'll put a placeholder in there for Mitch for $25 million. And you're going to operate as if you have $25 additional million on your books. And once you're over the second apron, way more restrictions. Like doing trades, you could only trade one player at a time. So if you wanted to trade for Giannis, I can give you Cat. I can't give you anybody else. And that the person I have to trade has to make more than the person coming back. Also, way more restrictions. So you're not going to be making. There's a lot of restrictions that come with that. So, but what the Knicks can do is, hey, I want to put a zero. I don't want to sign Mitch now. I want to wait till later. They can renounce Mitch, which means I give up his full rights. I don't have his full rights anymore. We did that with Precious last year. Precious had a cap hold. We renounced it. But we still made moves, and then we came back to Precious and signed him for a little bit more. The problem is when you renounce his full rights, you can't just offer him any number. Like that 4-year 120, I can't offer it to him anymore because I don't have his full rights. I can offer him 40% more than he made last time because I have partial rights. But that's it. Like Mitch knows he's not going to get that 4-year 120 once I renounce.
Right.
That's the number. I think that's my number for Mitch, right? Because I feel like if Bridges is making in the 30s, Cat is making in the 50s, Brunson's in the 30s, OG's in the 30s, and Mitch is probably the most important defensive piece, you got to pay him.
And you gave him he signed on a discount last time. He took a cut. He took a cut last time. 4 years he took a cut, and now you're gonna do 4 years. You ain't gonna ask me to take a cut again.
That I agree with.
Y'all sound sad, yo.
But the
Took a
trading
cut,
him,
brought
no.
Hartenstein in here, and your guys moved heaven and earth to try to keep Hartenstein, and he still won't. Don't ask me to take a cut.
Yeah, we want to go. Yeah. Orlando offered him for $100 million, and he took OKC because it was front loaded. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at Spotrac right now, man. Yeah. It's going to be hard to bring Mitch back. It's going to be hard to bring him back, man. And I'm looking at contracts right now. Some of the guys we were talking about just throwing in deals, we might want to hold on to some of these sweet contracts, bro.
You got to sign. I saw somebody today. I was arguing on Twitter because somebody said, Bobby Marks said, oh no, they can re-sign Marks. They can re-sign Mitch and still stay under the second apron. And it was like, it's such a far-fetched idea. Technically, it's true. But it would be like the Knicks would have to do a whole bunch of silly stuff. They would have to like not bring back Diawara and don't bring back everybody and sign a whole bunch of second-round picks. And like, that's not realistic. That's not what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know until it's done.
But it's not realistic. You're gonna have 7 second-round picks. You're gonna give up your first-round pick next year?
Because that first round pick, I don't know, man. It's gonna be like a 28th or something like that. 20. Nah.
It would be extreme. It would be like the Knicks running around with a whole bunch of
based
rookies.
off what Fritz is telling me, they need to get rid of these calculator dudes that with these damn calculators and bring in some damn basketball people. You know, like all these dudes that's counting peas and all that stuff, bro. They need to just whoever it is, if they got a calculator, fire them and let them get a job at the New York Public Library, right? And
Is
let the basketball people do the stuff. Because with the calculator method, basically you always gonna have an issue. You always gonna have an issue when it comes to this. Like it was supposed to be solved with Matt Ryan. King Ribby, you remember when Matt Ryan was the #1 pick in the G League draft? Remember that?
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, he the #1 pick in the G League draft, man. You know, we gonna save money. And now instead of us having Ryan Dunn, Khalil Webb, or Eves Misi, Matt Ryan is out the league, and Landry Shamet is not even the person we thought he was gonna be. Right? Basically, man, like in my view, and in my view, keep everything as is. Just go get some hoopers, and we'll figure out that stuff. Right? Just let the hoop stuff figure itself out. Hey Fritz, you with me, right?
Yeah, I don't like the penny pinching. Like, get the play you want.
Right.
And don't do the penny pinching like we did the draft where we kept like flipping the picks and flipping the picks. You could have had 2 really good first round picks.
Right.
And you end up with like 4 or 5 seconds.
Right.
No, we need quality players.
Right. We started this whole thing with the year we drafted Obi, not the Obi pick itself, but going into that draft as we were heading down the draft board, we're like flipping guys and flipping guys and flipping guys instead of just staying where we at and drafting Maxey. Right? We're like, nah, we could probably get Maxey at such and such pick.
That's why we got IQ.
Let's take Tyrese Maxey. And you're like, oh, God.
Yeah,
you know
we should have had Tyrese Maxey. The Knicks basically said, we're going to keep flipping these picks, and we'll end up with Tyrese Maxey, or we're gonna end up with Emmanuel Quickly. And we ended up with Emmanuel Quickly.
Right. Yeah, not to cut y'all off. Y'all think we Maxie would have still been here?
Yeah, the way he blown out since day one.
So we wouldn't have Brunson then.
No, you didn't have Brunson too. Why can't you have both? Maxey just signed his extension when like a few
that's two little guards.
So what?
Him and VJ Edgecombe was 2 small guards.
But he played defense. So that canceled that out.
Ribs, I'm a respectfully, bro. I'm gonna say certain stuff is myth. I'm gonna say certain stuff is myth, right? And the reason why I say that is not because I don't want to just say this to argue, bro. I just want to say it because I believe in it, right? I think a team should worry about getting talent first and then scheme second, right? Like you can scheme all you want, but if you don't have talent, bro, it don't matter what kind of elaborate scheme you running, bro. If you don't have talent, I mean, and I know that sound far-fetched, right? Like, yo, man, Brunson and Maxey and bro, what I'm saying, man, is, bro, I would rather, go get me talent, bro. And we'll figure out all the stuff. You know what? You know what, Ribs, you know what the conversation we having right now, you know what it's centered around?
Right.
It's centered around going out and getting more talent.
So basically what you're saying is you would rather Maxey and Jalen Brunson right now on his team?
Hey man, if we had Maxey and Brunson together, I wouldn't be mad, bro.
Nah.
Now, if you but hear me out. if you had Maxey and Brunson, would you have gone out and got Mikal Bridges?
Nope.
Probably not. But you know what you would
Nah.
have had if you didn't go get Mikal Bridges?
5 first-round picks.
All those first round. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, like it to me, it's like making up the bed, bro. Just because like a corner pop off don't mean you're gonna throw your bed away, bro. Just make up the bed, bro. Rib, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know how you make up the bed, you put one corner down on one side and the other side pop off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's like who's to say with one of those picks that we gave up for Bridges that it wouldn't have been VJ Edgecombe? We don't know.
They was all
They was all Knicks picks, right?
yeah. So VJ went number 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying. I'm saying, what ultimately what I'm getting at is if you believed that a world of Donovan Mitchell and Brunson could have worked, there's a world where Maxey and Brunson could have worked in my mind, right? Because I was thinking like, man, New York needs a spider, right? New York needs a spider. It's like almost written in a comic book. It's so perfect, right? That's what I was thinking in my mind. But why wouldn't it be the same for another 6'2" guard?
You're right.
I mean, I don't know, man. I guess it depends on what your basketball philosophy is. Yeah, yeah. I think it just depends on what your basketball philosophy is and what you would be willing to do to have that style of basketball work.
No.
So, hey, do you want Giannis?
Talking to me?
Yes, sir.
This off season.
What's the difference, though?
We get more. We have more assets
And more
picks and
enemies
stuff
too,
like
though.
that.
More assets for them to take.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you have more enemies in this battle royal for Giannis, bro.
But then that means he only got 1 year left. So
That'll be one hell of a year, though.
hey,
There's always one team arrogant enough to say they can make somebody stay.
Hey, Fritz, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think it's Detroit. I think it's either Detroit or Philadelphia. Because I think Tobias Harris's contract is appealing in that it's big enough to take a large bite out of the salary that has to go.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think it's expiring, and Tobias Harris is a quality vet. So even if you don't like his contract, you would still like to have Tobias Harris around your organization.
Yeah. Also, Detroit. I mean, Detroit's like 20 million under, so they don't even have to they don't gotta go dollar for dollar.
Right.
Like they can take a lot less. They don't have to give up as much.
No.
and with Philly, I think they have to give up Paul George.
Yeah.
They'll do this any day.
Bro, Paul George would be gone so fast, bro. Paul George would be gone so fast. Bro, this is entertaining, bro. This is very entertaining in that I don't want, well, let me I think I gotta clarify also, because I sound disrespectful speaking about Giannis. I think if Giannis is traded to the Knicks, I think he is the player that Mike Brown dreams of when he thinks about his systems, right? A big, athletic, jumbo wing player that does everything Josh Hart does. Giannis is Josh Hart on the super soldier serum, right? like legit, Giannis does everything we want in Mike Brown's system and more. Giannis is like the cheat code, right? To something that the Knicks have been trying to figure out forever, right? And I know that sounds like petty on the surface, but when you think about, man, bro, Giannis would be the league MVP as a Knick with Mike Brown. Play defense, grab the rebound, and push it in transition. And who gonna stop Giannis in transition?
Nobody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't. So I sound disrespectful when I talk about Giannis in chat. I don't mean to disparage Giannis' greatness, his legacy, his career, his accolades, none of that. What I'm saying is, I'm a Knicks homer, man. Shit, I got a Knicks channel. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm thinking about Knicks 24/7. I'm not thinking about Giannis 24/7, right? But at the same time, Giannis is to the basketball aspect of things. Giannis is a 6'7" athletic freak, ball handler, rebounder, defender, scorer, transition person. And he's probably one of the faces of the NBA, right? If you're James Dolan, man, listen. If you're James Dolan, there's nothing Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat, Mitch, Deuce, and Josh, there's nothing that they can do to boost the value of your franchise, right? But as soon as you bring in Giannis, your franchise value increases, right? It's the reason why when LeBron left Cleveland the first time, it's the reason why their owner went on a tirade. It's because the face of the league left a small market team and the value plummeted overnight, right? But you bring Giannis in his prime to New York, the value of the Knicks franchise grows exponentially. That's before things like we assume that come with Giannis, all-star games, media, playoff games, championships, jersey sales. Like, I can almost bet that everybody in this chat will buy a Giannis jersey if the Knicks trade for Giannis. Right? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. It's safe to assume. Right? But nobody's going out thinking about the City Edition Mikal Bridges jersey, bro. Like, there's so many things that go into like making a trade like this. If you're Dolan, of course you hey man, do it. I'm thinking about the franchise value. And we can win a championship, do it. Leon Rose is thinking about the price. the finite resources that Leon Rose has. The resources Leon Rose has are finite, right? Draft picks, young players, valuable veteran contracts. All these things are finite, right? Because if it were infinite, every team would be pitching for Giannis right now, right? But if you're telling James Dolan, hey man, you'll be the favorite in the East every year while Giannis is in his prime, your franchise value is going to go through the roof. The center of the NBA, the center of basketball will be focused on Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. And all you have to do is trade Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby and Cat. Man, Dolan probably already said, Dolan said do it already, bro.
Yeah.
Fritz, would you do if you were looking at all those details, what would you think if you were Dolan?
No, he wants him here. Like he got a lot of things on his mind right now. Like Dolan,
Right.
he's trying to build a new garden.
Right. Yeah.
They ain't gonna say no. They ain't gonna say no to a new garden if Giannis is in that meeting, or if Giannis, like, it brings so much attention to the franchise. I think that's why Dolan wants a championship that bad. Like, he wants that new garden. He wants that new garden.
And you know what? And it sounds like I'm tripping, right? Like I don't listen. Again, I wanted to grow this thing organically, like from scratch, right? But since we're at a certain point, let's just grow it from where we are, right? Let's just go. But it just makes sense, man. For if this dude can increase his franchise value, bro, you got to make the smart business decision, bro. And if you're Milwaukee and you know that you're facing your franchise value decreasing, you got to get everything possible to help you get that franchise value back up. Right? Because they went from being a not valued franchise that hit on a draft pick to a valuable franchise, and they built. Y'all remember when they used to play in that old Ricky Dink, the Bradley Center? Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And now they play in the house that Giannis built. They have the most modern arena in the league, right? And you know what that and that can't be a coincidence, bro. Right? You see what Golden State play at?
Yeah.
Right? That can't be a coincidence, bro. Y'all saw what the Clippers did to get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard? And then all of a sudden an arena came with it? That's not a coincidence. The Clippers wasn't worth nothing, right? Until Ballmer took over and listen, man. This thing is not coincidence, bro. I wouldn't be surprised to see Giannis here before the trade deadline, for us, to be honest.
The amount of investments that would come with it. Like,
bro,
people invest in New York, like, he would bring a whole different clientele to New York.
Bro. Jalen Brunson brought an excitement level. Randall brought an excitement level. Jalen Brunson kicked it up a notch. But if you trade for Giannis, now you kicking the roof off the building, bro.
Nike.
I think it's gonna be wild.
Nike would be excited.
Expensive.
Nike would have Jalen Brunson pushing Kobe's. They would have Giannis has his own shoe, and that comes more in the forefront. Like, it's big money, like, around this. As big as the star Giannis is, you don't see no Giannis commercials for no shoes or stuff like that. That's his market. Like who gonna buy? I think it puts him. It makes his star even bigger. Like it would not only help Uri, it would help him.
Yeah. And from a sentimental Knicks fans perspective, bro, I don't want to see any of these guys because I saw the build from the beginning. I remember watching the lineup of Noah Vonleh, Mario Hazonia, Emmanuel Mudiay, and Enos Freedom. I remember that lineup, bro. Right?
Cancer.
And and to go from that to where we are right now, bro, is like it's crazy. But if you talking about bringing in Giannis, man, I just have to get over it, bro. I just have to grow up and be an adult. Like if it means, say for instance, if it means, we got to trade Mitch, I'll be mad, bro. But I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you go from that whack trade? Y'all remember the trade that we got for Carmelo, Doug McDermott, and Enes Kanter? Remember that?
Yeah, we did. It wasn't a bad trade. I can't stand when people saying that we got fleeced. We didn't.
Yeah, in my mind it was a bad trade, bro. In my mind it was a bad trade.
It was that we didn't have a lot of assets. It wasn't that the actual trade was bad.
Yeah, I disagree with you, bro. I'm gonna disagree with you on it because, and the reason being is Doug McDermott, for what he was doing at the time, was a good NBA player. He was solid, right? But we traded our starting three for two guys that came off OKC bench. For one, that's where you start at, right? We traded our guy. Now, maybe Melo here wasn't a starter no more. And then when Melo got there, maybe he wasn't a starter no more, right? But he was starting for us, and them two guys was coming off OKC bench, right? Now, Enes Freedom, that's his name now. So Enes Freedom was a great rebounder. His defense was terrible, right? He was a great rebounder. He was tough. He loved being a Knick. I remember that dude bent down. Hey, y'all remember when he bent down in the middle of the floor and kissed the garden floor? Remember that?
Yeah.
That dude loved being a Knick. That dude loved being a Knick.
Who face he got into it again?
Everybody.
No, it was.
That was every night.
He's competitive. He was just.
No, I forgot. It was a main person that he got in their face.
Yeah. He was the one. He was the one that got in Harden face for remember when Harden waved at the ball? One of our guards, might have been Hardaway Jr. or somebody, and he tried to knock the ball out of his hand, and Enes Kanter went over there and shoved him, and Harden acted like he got shot. Oh my God! Academy. That was Harden in his bag, though. That was Harden in his bag, right? But you know, yeah, man. But the point I'm making is going back a ways, going back to that when you transition from the post Knicks tape era to where we are now, all the ups and downs, and then have Giannis right there at your disposal. Do you do it or do you not? And for me, I'm like, I don't do it, but if they do it, I understand why. Right? Because Dolan's franchise may increase about $2 billion in value over a calendar year just by adding one person. Never mind who you subtracted, but just adding that one person, your value, you know what I'm saying, may go up $2 billion in a calendar year just by having a press conference. As soon as you have the press conference, it's crazy. So, yeah. Ribs, what about this? Let me ask you this. Would you entertain trading for any former Knicks?
You trying to be funny, man?
Nah, I'm serious.
Yeah. Swap Mikhail for RJ.
And listen, we're not being ridiculous, bro. We're trying to be honest. we trying to be real. Like the one that come to my mind, and this is me being totally honest. The one coming to my mind is 40, you know what I'm talking? Like either Precious or Obi Toppin. I'm thinking Precious or Obi Toppin. And I know Obi hurt.
I get Obi. I wait for him to come back.
The reason why I say Obi is because I think his athletic ability is built for a Mike Brown system.
Yeah, it's a different team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, getting out and running. Yeah, getting.
I think that is the missing piece, bro. That right there, I think, is the thing that we're missing because we try to play fast. We just don't have fast dudes, bro.
One player who does a lot of the same things, Kuminga, but unproven. But he don't got enough time on the floor where you can say, hey, like he don't got a big receipt. But like Kuminga in theory does a lot of the same thing.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the same things, like lack of defense, inconsistent 3-point shot, like, but super athletic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I feel you. I like Kuminga. I just don't like him at his current price tag, though.
Yeah, it's too high, and
the assets.
Same thing.
The ego. If he was a little bit more humble, he might be able to like. You don't know because if you trade for a guy like that, he might be a monster when he come here and start demanding stuff. Like you don't know.
What you mean by his ego? Because I heard nothing but good things about him.
I mean, like he's benched in Golden State. He been chirping, like he's been chirping the whole time.
Wouldn't you too? Wouldn't you? To be honest,
I would too.
Yeah, but it's just but you just never know. Is it does he got legitimate gripe or is he starting trouble?
He was the 7th pick.
Yeah.
To be honest, wasn't that pick supposed to be what's the guy that's playing the Jazz no, not the Jazz. Franz Wagner, exactly. Yeah. So it's like they picked him over him. So it's like I would be tight too. What and now you not giving me no playing time, and then once a player named Jimmy Butler is out for the season, now you want me to play now?
Right.
Nah, I want to be traded too.
And they doing him dirty. They've been trying to trade him for like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they trying to trade him for Giannis. Like, nah, man.
I would say in terms of the Knicks, though, in terms of entertaining former Knicks, I think there's some former Knicks out there that I wouldn't mind bringing back. Like right now, I wouldn't mind having Jumpman, bro. in this system that we play right now, and I know Jumpman is not the half. He's not
I would say
Jokic.
that. I would say that.
Now, I'm just saying. Just hear me out on it. I think a lot of our players that had superpowers, right? They superpowers was the wrong superpowers for the coach that was here, right? But Jumpman, don't forget, Jumpman is fast, strong, and can jump, right? Like he legit is an excellent explosive athlete. If they were to say, "Hey man, we would take Yabusele for Jumpman," y'all wouldn't take it.
No, not to cut you off. I said I would agree with that.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about RJ. Never mind. I don't know.
No.
No,
I would have took Jumpman back.
okay.
But,
No, that's my fault, man. I messed up. That's my fault. My bad. My bad, man. About that. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, man. I would chat. Would y'all entertain? Would y'all entertain former Knicks? A40 Jumpman is damn, I can't even remember his name. I've been calling him Jumpman so long. Jumpman is Fritz, what's Jumpman name?
Jericho Sims.
Jericho Sims.
Jericho
Jericho
Sims.
Sims. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Damn, I was drawing a blank, bro. I was drawing a blank, man. My bad. Yeah, I would entertain Precious and Jumpman, bro. I would entertain 40 said dissimulation. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly my bad, man. It's a glitch, my bad. I would entertain that. I would entertain Obi Toppin for sure. Right? I would
Price
even
tag though, really.
I know. I mean, you're gonna have to pay to play, bro. I would even entertain the idea of Rokas Jokovitis. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would entertain it, bro. Like, cause the thing is, how many two-way dudes are you gonna sign and cut before you realize? I mean, we gonna have his rights till that man 30. Just why not try him now, see what he got, and then if he ain't got that, just cut him. That's what I would look at. Yeah. One of the things, chat, one of the things I sent to Lawrence to his family last night was our generally around November or December, I started talking about draft prospects. And for some reason, I got kind of behind. So I started the annual awareness list. Like, this is not who I want, but I just want to put some people on the radar just so if you hit a name, they're a fit. So when we do the members only show, in about when we do the members only show in like 6 hours, I'm going to talk about a couple of the prospects, a couple of the trade scenarios, and things of that sort to have Knicks fans be aware of the full spectrum of everything that exists in the Knicks universe about who to have on the radar, whether they're free agents, whether they're on somebody's bench like Jeremy Sohan. And we try to do that stuff early because in the content creation space, if you don't, put your stuff out there and talk about it early enough, when you do talk about it, somebody may have beat you to the point. Like, you may sound like you're parakeeting or stealing somebody else's idea. And I don't like to do that. I like to give people credit for the content they create, right? So we put the list together, And so we'll probably start putting them out there. Ribs, when you think it'd be a good idea for us to start putting prospects and stuff out there? Valentine's Day after the All-Star break?
Yeah, well, probably like the 20th.
Yeah, definitely after the All-Star break, though, right?
Yeah. That's when I plan to start. Right before March Madness.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we have this list that we're working on, but at the same time, it's hard to understand what the Knicks' short-term and long-term needs are, because what we talk about today might not be what we were talking about Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? So there may legitimately be a continental shift in what the Knicks' needs are right now versus what the needs of the post-trade deadline. Now, with that said, I think a lot of us feel like there are certain glaring needs that the Knicks have. And to be honest with you, to be honest with you, I think I agree with y'all. I think I agree with most Knicks fans on what the Knicks need going forward. Ribs, Tori B, you still there?
Kareem Lopez.
Yeah, I'm here.
Is there something on the roster you feel like we need to clean up? Something that you wish was better?
You might need another ball handler. And maybe somebody in the front court, but I don't think we need much. Like, you talking to me, and I'm telling you, I don't think this team need much. So if we have to get something, one of those two things.
Okay. Front court, back court.
But I mean, I'm telling you, I don't really. If we did nothing, I'm fine with that.
Me too.
If we did absolutely nothing, I'm totally fine with that.
I gotta disagree.
Okay.
I just think Yabu Selly time is up, and I think Dadier time is up, in my opinion.
Dadier?
Dadier ain't even get no playing time.
Yo,
I know. Listen,
crazy.
I think they need to find homes, and we need to get a player.
You a fucking bully, bro.
Like, I'm being honest.
You're a damn bully.
I mean, it's not that I don't think we should or could move off Yabusele, right? I just feel like if we don't do anything, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't think that they'll be hurting for much going into the play. That's just me. Like, I get it. I think the Yabusele experiment is over too. And not that I think he's a bad player, I just don't think he fits this system. Like, he just doesn't fit in here. So if we got to get rid of him, or there's an opportunity to move him to get something better for us, yeah, go ahead and do it. But I'm not making moves just to make moves. So if we don't do anything, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with them saying, you know what, it's not even worth us giving up Yabu for this.
I agree.
I'm gonna just say this, bro. I think legit, my guy Ribs, and listen, y'all, if y'all don't have a King Ribby type person in y'all life, y'all not living right. Like, legit, Ribs is like Tori B. Who is Ribs? Ribs is like our Tony Yayo, right? Ribs to us. Ribs to the Lawrence Sears family is like Tony Yayo, for real. Like I heard that man talking about me one time, and I had to like do a double check. I'm like, damn, he be talking about me like that? Shit, he impressed the hell out of me. he was talking about me, and I was impressed. Like, shit, he thinks better of me than I think about myself. You know what I'm saying?
I speak the truth, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he like real Tony Yayo. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but the Dadier thing, bro. Oh, that's a gut punch for me, bro. Red T20, bro.
Either him or Tyler. Because to be honest, we gotta give something to get something. So I don't think Yabu is like that. Like yeah, we need him. So I think that we gonna have to give up. Oh, like probably like 2 seconds or something like that. In my opinion,
Right, right.
You mean like deadline? Like what we need at the deadline?
yes.
Need I think center, just that third center.
See
I
anything.
don't trust Huck 40. I don't trust Huck 40. If something happened,
Okay,
And that's
I
how I
respect
don't
that.
trust the Yabusele. Like he come in for 3 minutes, don't do nothing. Like I don't that's not moving no needle for me. In the playoffs, we need people that's gonna move the needle.
Right,
I don't see that with him. In my opinion, again now. I could
right.
be wrong.
the only thing about yeah, like I think Yabusele has to get a little better by the end of the year. But the only thing about Yabusele, he don't sound like he happy, and maybe he may have to get moved just because he sound that unhappy. But I wouldn't feel like a rush to get him out.
Yeah, and I heard and he said that he happy that all right, so basically what he said is he happy that he playing in the league and stuff like that. He could take care of family, so in the next 2 years his whole family is covered. I'm all right. I get what you're saying as far as your whole family is gonna be protected as far as money wise, but it's like you shouldn't be interested. I mean, you should be interested in that, but it's like we trying to win a championship. Like, but I don't know.
Right. I would so basically what I'm gathering from what you're saying is he's just excited to be getting a check. He not bought into the Knicks winning the championship.
Dig, dig, dig.
Right.
Who,
Okay.
Yahoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't take it
No,
like that.
I don't think that's true. I think he wants to play. I think he wants to participate. And I also think he wants those things because he wants another check. Like he doesn't want to just be in and out the league. So I don't think he feels that way. But I mean I could be wrong.
No, but right. If you play for 4 years, you guaranteed.
You talking about the pension part?
Yeah,
I can't remember the exact number of
I think it's
years.
4 years. If I'm not
I think it's
mistaken.
10 years you get a fully guaranteed retirement. Um, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Liv. I don't, man, but the passion part, bro. When we talk about passion, man, see, that's where things get a little bit kind of weird for me. Does he have the passion to be a Nick, or is he worried about taking care of his family? He don't care. He get it how you live it.
So basically, so you see so you see him play. You see passion.
Who you
Okay.
talking about? Yabusele?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, be honest.
I I don't think he plays enough for me to be like, oh, when he gets on the court, he doesn't look like he wants to be there. He doesn't look like he's playing with us though. Like, I don't know.
You
Just
seen
think
him in
when they
international
call
play?
him, he go out there and he play and then he go
Yeah.
sit back down. He don't play enough for me to have that opinion.
And
Mm.
yes, I did see him dunk on LeBron James. Prince, I've seen that.
N-
Say it again.
I said I seen him dunk on LeBron James. I said that to Fritz.
Man,
No,
Oh, I
but
LeBron
mean,
was
it's
in
41.
the Olympics, but I mean, I guess if he could catch a dunk, like you got to be on the floor for that, right?
Yeah.
mm.
Right, like he don't play enough. He's not out there like that. Like I don't know. I still feel like you need a couple of runs up and down the court before you can get a real feel for the actual game. Like I don't know. I never thought they gave him enough playing time, and now the little spot minutes that he gets ain't enough for me to be like, oh, he's not playing with passion. Oh, he's just playing for a check. Oh, like right, I'll be out there playing for my check too. You want that check to keep coming, right?
Yeah. Shit, I work 12 hours a day, man. You know, well, hey, y'all know I ain't good. Y'all
But
already know, you know what I'm saying?
it
I
was
already
t-
know.
it was times where when he first started playing and stuff like that, he started getting like 17 minutes, 20 minutes. And what was he doing?
I mean, I don't.
That's why he was getting benched.
Okay, but I'm not. I don't. We're not saying that Yabusele is the answer or the key to a championship. I don't mind the Knicks moving off of him. I just don't know if he's a dude that's getting out there and just not playing for his money or playing without purpose. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just saying like he's a dude that was playing a little lost in the system that he don't know, who was barely getting playing time. But
All right, so let me ask you one valid question. Who would you rather? No, all right, not who would you rather. Who gives this team more effort when it comes to play? Yabusele or Diawara?
man, again, I'm not gonna say that man don't play with effort. Who do I like on to see on the court more? Diawara, but that's because I like Diawara's game. He get out there and he play with more confidence than anybody else. He play with more confidence than Cat right now. He get out there, he come out, he pop the threes, he all over the place.
Yeah.
That's what I
But
that's what I
that's
want. That's what I want. Not
out,
to cut you off. That's what
out.
I want Yabusele to do.
All right, but he ain't doing that, which is why he didn't get very much playing time.
Hey,
Like
hey,
we all in the same place. Like we all in the same place. None of us. I don't think any of us are proponents for Yabusele and his game and him being a Knick. Like I don't think any of us would care if they traded him tomorrow. I don't think I don't. That's I don't. We all in the same place with that. I just
that's
don't
a
think that when he gets off the bench, right, that he's not playing basketball like he wants to play. Like I don't think he's playing lackluster basketball. I just don't think he fits in the system.
to be honest with you, I just think Knicks fans overestimated his talent.
Right?
He is
I can't overestimate his talent for you because I don't know him.
no, listen, hold on. Yeah, I think Knicks fans overestimated his talent. He is a fringe NBA player that got a shot, right?
And
And he's doing the best he can to stay in the league, right? The thing that I think we forget is that New York City is a tough place to play, especially for guys that are role players. Like guys have come out of our role players have ascended to stardom. Guys like Anthony Mason get cut from a few different teams, get to New York and starts off as the 15th man, and makes his way up the depth chart. John Starks does the same. You know
my
what I'm
man was
saying?
packing
Yeah,
bags in the grocery store.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Guys kind of make their way up into like this place where we feel like they're invaluable. So unlike other teams might see their 11th guy and don't even know his name, right? He could be in front of them in line in the grocery store and they don't recognize him, right? But for us, we know everybody, bro. We know everybody, right? We know all the way down to the G League. And so it's just tough. It's just tough for the guys, man. I think Yabusele is a good person. I think he's doing the best he can with his talent. I just don't think he's not an NBA rotation player right now. And I don't know if he's ever gonna get there or if he's gonna become a starter. I don't know. I'm with Tory B on that. We don't see him enough, right, to assume either. But I'm just keeping in mind that he's just not that, right? He's just not a guy that's gonna be that, especially the role that he's in. Like he plays a small ball 5, and he's the slowest 5 that we have on the roster, right? And then he also plays a little bit of jumbo wing, and he's the least mobile wing that we have, right? It's just one of them things, man. Like, it's no disrespect to Yabusele, but if you expect your 12th man to be something special, then your players 1 through 11 ain't special. Yeah, y'all. I gotta get out of here and get some rest, bro, so I can do the members only joint. We doing the members only joint at 9 a.m. Salute to all my members, all of our members, I should say. All our members' names are scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Salute to all of them, man. If you want to become a member, go to the Lawrence Tears homepage on YouTube. Click on the join button. There are 3 options. We updated the menu for you to see. Check the menu out and become a member and help support. We also, the Patreon page has been updated, man. We're putting some new stuff up there. I have a couple of interviews up there. We're trying to get the Chicago Bulls one with my guy SD. We're trying to get the Eat Sleep Sixers one up there, and a Brooklyn Nets one up there. We're working on it. Maybe we can get those done this weekend. But on that, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you everybody for coming through, rocking with us, hanging out and everything. All my members, get your breakfast ready, get your coffee ready. I'll see y'all around 9 o'clock-ish in the AM for all the day ones and all the today's the day guys. Man, thank y'all for coming through and hanging out. We out of here, y'all. Peace, everybody.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, like